Hey, welcome back to All the Mods 9, and today is moving day. I threw my boat in the water and said goodbye to my peaceful island in the lukewarm ocean and went into a jungle and found a parrot, and we were best friends forever, which is so cool. And unfortunately that lasted about a minute before he was killed by lava. So, rest in peace, buddy. Next to this crater, actually, that had free diamonds and emeralds and gold for me. Nice. Then I kept on traveling to this sand biome that I saw a long time ago, and I thought it was pretty cool, and now we're gonna move there. So this will be my new home. I hope you guys think it's a cool spot. I love it. It's like this orange sand valley with a village right across. And I first set up an obsidian nether portal because I wanted to go easily back and forth between this place and my old one as I move stuff, and just for the future if I ever want to go back to my original spawn island as maybe like a vacation or whatever it may be. So you can see I ran the whole distance there, and the first thing I want to do after moving into my new place is just throwing all of my stuff into chests. So that's exactly what I started off doing, and here is just everything I own in a bunch of double chests. I know it's not very efficient, but it's what we call in the business a temporary solution. After that, I actually cleaned it up into iron oak chests, which definitely sorts things a little bit. And then I went to the nether. In the nether, I found this waystone and some loot in the tower, and then also went back to the overworld to do some mining. In between that, I was doing some nether quartz mining in the nether and found a nether fortress. Here there were quite a few dangerous mobs that I was probably not ready to take on yet, but I did anyways. And then I just stuck to the mining. Mostly did nether quartz because it gives a ton of XP, and I did all of that just so I could enchant another diamond pickaxe so I could repair the first one and hopefully get unbreaking. And actually that's exactly what I got, an XP boost. It was probably the perfect enchant for me. So after I made that really good pickaxe, it was time to hit the mines, and in the mines I basically just did some caving. There were these granite caves which I thought were pretty interesting. It was definitely a modded thing, and then with my fortune pickaxe, the ore output was just insane. I was getting way too much iron and lead and silver and platinum and aluminum and nickel and anything under the sun you could think of in modded Minecraft. But the main thing I did was mine a bunch of this limestone, and I found so many mob spawners. The limestone was going to be for my house, but right now you're just seeing mob spawner after mob spawner. I don't know if the rates are boosted or I was getting really lucky, but I should probably make a farm out of these in the future. There were just so many mob spawners, and this skeleton, for whatever reason, hit so hard. But yeah, more mob spawners, and each one of these mob spawners just had so much modded loot. Like, I can't even explain half the stuff in this chest. And another one. After all the mob spawner mining action, I went into my lush desert home and I actually started building my house. I made it out of palm logs just because I think the logs are kind of cool looking. And I just shaped out a general layout of what this house should be. And step by step, it's kind of coming together. This was my enchantment room. I wanted to get that established first so I could enchant some gear as I go. But yeah, just putting in my limestone floors, and I'll tell you, I'm not going to finish it in this episode, but it's for sure a great start to what I hope is a pretty nice home. After I got bored of building, it was time to adventure, so I made a Twilight Forest portal. All it costs really is 1 diamond and a few flowers, and I was golden. I hopped in and was pretty impressed with the new world because there was just so much to do. I first used all of these scrolls that I've been collecting, one of which gives me flight like I had in the first episode. And so I summoned all of these scrolls. Some of them took me to weird places like my home. Some of them just teleported me to like the nearest spawner, which happened to be this little hill next to me. But yeah, it was pretty cool. And basically these hills are like mining hills or whatever you call them, and they are just stacked with ores. I think I will never do normal iron or diamond or gold mining in the overworld after I found these things out. They just have so much loot, and there's chests and mobs everywhere, so it's just XP and loot and mining ores, all kinds of good stuff. I was really happy about that. Then I had a magic map that I spawned in to basically look around. Spawned in as in I got in the chest, but I created the map. But basically, I had this uncrafting table that I had gotten, and it doesn't work. It's disabled in All the Mods 9, which I was pretty bummed about, but I guess it makes sense. It was just way too overpowered. And I enchanted all my gear with all those XP levels that I had gotten. Then I went back to fight the Naga. This is this weird snake thing that has way too many heads, and as I'm fighting him, I'm starting to realize one big flaw of what I just did. I had enchanted my armor, but one of the enchants was called Repellent, and it teleports mobs away as I battle them. So I just had to give up on the Naga for now because I needed different gear and maybe even a better sword. I went into another mining hill, but this time like a medium or a large one. I'm not sure the size, and there was all kinds of weird stuff like this beetle that picked me up. It was kind of annoying. But on top of the beetle was way too much loot, and I definitely did not have enough backpack space for all this stuff. And that's going to be the episode. More Twilight Forest content to come.